Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to build a complete third-person character controller from scratch. In this series we'll try to create a simple game inspired by the Sly Cooper series. For the character I will use a 3D model of Sly Cooper that I prepared in my previous tutorial series. In that series I also showed how to rig and animate character in Blender, but to speed up the game development process I decided to use animations from Mixamo. We begin by creating a basic folder structure, one for assets and one for scenes. Now let's create a new 3D scene and name it World. Add a CHBox 3D, this will be our ground. To make it look nicer, we'll add a texture. Create a new standard material 3D, drag a texture into the albedo slot and under the UV1 enable triplanar projection. Next, we'll add lighting to the scene, use a world environment and a directional light 3D. Now that our basic scene is ready, we can move on to creating the player. Create a new scene based on the character body 3D, add a collision shade 3D and choose the appropriate shape. Then add a new node 3D called Visuals and drag the 3D character model into it. Right-click to the model and choose Make Local so that it becomes independent from the original asset. Add a new node 3D and name it Pivot. Under Pivot, add a Spring Arm 3D and then a Camera 3D as a child of the Spring Arm. Attach a new script and define the core variables speed, jump velocity and gravity. Use onReady variable to assign reference to the child nodes. This will be initialized when the scene is fully loaded. Inside the ready function, we hide the mouse cursor by capturing it. Now let's create the physical process function. This function runs every physical frame and delta represents time since the last frame. Using delta ensures consistent movement regardless of the frame rate. First, we check if the player is not on the floor. If not, we apply gravity by increasing the vertical velocity. However, when we run the project, nothing happens yet. That's because we still need to call the move and slide method. Once we do that, the character starts falling, but it falls through the ground. That can be fixed by enabling collision on the floor. Now we define an input direction using input_getVector. This gives us a movement direction based on the input keys. For this, we must additionally map the actions to a specific key, which we do in the project settings. Then we calculate the direction by transforming that vector to match the character's orientation. We apply movement by adjusting velocity, and if no input is detected, we smoothly decelerate the player using Move Toward. Now, when we run the game, we can move the character around. Next, we implement the input function. We check if the input event is a mouse movement. If so, we rotate the pivot horizontally and the spring arm vertically. To prevent the camera from looking too far up or down, we clamp the vertical rotation. When we run the project again, the camera follows the mouse movement. To make the movement direction follow the camera, we rotate the movement vector based on the pivot's y-axis rotation. We also make the character model smoothly rotate toward the movement direction. Now the movement feels much fluid and responsive. Now let's add animations using the animation player. We start by checking if the current animation is not the one we want to play. If it's different, we play the new animation with a blend time, so the transition between animations is smooth and natural. Now, when we run our project, the character is properly animated. So, this is the basic setup of our third-person character controller in Godot. Now you have working movement, camera control and animation, all from scratch. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe to follow along this series. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.